to another group or two. Sometimes we have like mainly people that are fairly new to the business world, so I'm happy to hear that we've got a very good mix here this morning. I've got this plan, well, I'm actually in the process of writing a book, and I decided to name it somewhat of an odd name, but I was going to name it Never Easy, Only Better. And I think we're going to talk about those two ideals just a little bit. You know, the first being never easy. As a business owner or a business entrepreneur, you know, it's never going to be easy. And so I often talk to and mentor and coach, you know, younger business individuals, and I try and get them to fully embrace the idea from the beginning that you haven't taken on an easy route. And I've been in business 30 years, and it's never going to be totally easy. You know, because as a business owner, you're always going to be looking for growth, you're always going to be looking for change. You know, your landscape, your business is going to change. So because things are always changing, there's going to always be challenges, and there's always going to be, you know, things that's going to prevent it from ever being easy. But there's a flip side. The thing to really focus on is just getting better. You know, if we can just focus on getting better, you know, we cannot fully comprehend the different and the various opportunities that will come our way as we change ourselves and we get better at what we're doing. And so I'm going to talk about 5 things that I know that if we work on will make us better. And if we kind of, you know, work with these 5, you know, there's really no end to what can be done. The first is the dream or the goal or the vision. You know, they're all kind of different parts of the same thing. But I think everything really productive starts with an ideal as to what you really want to achieve, you know, what you really want to do. And a way that I'm going to frame these to kind of give us something to say, think about. I thought about this ideal that when it comes to almost anything, you can kind of split it up into, you know, kind of lower class thoughts and ideals about it, middle class thoughts and ideals about it, or what I call world class thoughts and ideals about it. So when it comes to dreams, goals, vision, you know, everybody that has a dream, goal, or vision, it's either a lower class one, a middle class one, or it's what I call I'll say world class one. And say many times, I know like the way that I grew up, I was really only exposed to lower class, you know, dreams. You know, they don't really teach world class principles in most homes or schools or churches, and that's a very unfortunate thing. Another important thing about dreams and say goals is that they have to be your own. You know, if you're trying to move forward based on somebody else's dreams and goals for you, you're in big time trouble, and it's really not going to be easy. The second thing I'm going to cover is mindset. The first thing I like to say about mindset is that the foundation of mindset is your thinking and your thinking process. And the foundation of thinking is thoughts. You know, they say that the average person has about 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. The problem for many of us that's trying to move forward is that these 60 and 70,000 thoughts per day are the same thoughts day after day after day. You know, I get up, I do this, I do that, I think this, I get into this rut, I turn around, come home, and get up, and start all over again. So that's not a real productive route if you really want to move forward in your life. Looking at my time here. So another important thing about mindset, especially, you have to, going back to the goal and the dream, you kind of have to decide whether your goals and dreams are lower class, middle class, or I'll say world class, because that's going to determine the type of other things that you need. My second thing being mindset. If you're going to achieve world-class dreams, you're going to have a world-class mindset. You probably can't take the same mindset that you got from, in most cases, home and school, because, they don't really train people to be world-class in say, these places. And so, another thing is self-belief. If you set a world-class goal, it's going to challenge your belief in yourself. And if you don't have the proper level of belief in yourself, progress is going to stop there. It's not going to accidentally go forward. It's just not going to happen. The third thing I'm going to hit quickly is a plan. And of course, all these are things that everybody's already heard, but they say truth is the truth, and you can't hear it too much. You just got to get it, properly apply it to what you're doing to say make it all work. But so once you got a dream and you got this a proper mindset and you believe you can do it, you start to put together a plan, and you keep flexibility in mind. You continue to grow and you learn, and as you grow and learn, you can adjust your plan, and that also helps adjust your mindset, and sometimes that helps adjust your say dreams and your goals. And the next thing I have is a work, and so I'm including work, self-discipline, mental toughness, I'm kind of some bundling several things here. But, once you've got a plan, there's going to be work to do. And in doing this work, you're not likely to always want to do it. I do some, say, marathon running, so I have to log a lot of miles. Some days I want to do it, some days I don't want to do it. But if I'm going to make it through a race, I really don't have a lot of options. So I have to exercise self-discipline and mental toughness. And if I don't, again, I can hang up my world-class ambitions. And you can apply that to any business, anything that you're doing. You are not going to excel at it without decent self-discipline and a certain amount of say, mental toughness. It just ain't gonna happen if they don't. And like I said, I didn't learn this growing up. Although I did grow up on a farm, I did learn a lot of things, but I didn't learn that. I didn't learn it in say school. I've been in church all my life. I didn't learn it there. But it's the reality from having been in business for many years. I'm trying to keep up with my time here. I don't see a timer. I'm about to wind down. Okay, and the fifth thing I'm going to talk about is your network, and that's what we're here doing. I would say networking event. If you're going to excel in business, you can never have a big enough network. The more people that you know, all things being equal, the better your odds of being able to provide the services and to find the individuals that can use these services that you have. And of course, depending upon the type of say product or service that you have, that'll somewhat determine the type of network that you need. If you're selling a certain type of say product that is primarily purchased by a certain type of individual, then you need to focus your network largely in that area. Another important thing about your say network is that you have to get negative toxic people out of your network. You know, you cannot build a world-class anything if you've got a life filled with negative, toxic individuals in your network. So that's just another little tip that I would like to say give there. I like to close all of my speeches when it comes to, you know, mindset and thinking. The classic book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen is a classic that I recommend a lot. I'm sure you know most of you being business veterans, books like Think and Grow Rich was one that I read in like late high school, and it really kind of started me thinking, because I hadn't done a whole lot of thinking before that. I just kind of went with the flow, and I'm convinced if I hadn't read that book in high school, I would have made it through college. But I'm going to end with a quote from As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. It says, "The vision that you glorify in your mind, the ideal that you enthrone in your heart, this you will build your life by, this you will become." If we have any more time, I will take questions on any